Alright guys, pop quiz. Which characters are the easiest characters to play and the strongest and easiest to win with? Let's say you just gave up on your humanity. You don't care what people think of you. You don't care about anything. The only thing you care about is victory. The shortest path possible. The straightest line. What will take you there? Which characters are the most brain dead, easy, overpowered, takes the least amount of time to learn? Who are they? You guys are naming like every single character in the game. All right, let's talk about the undisputed king. Numero uno, the best, the GOAT, is Honda. No doubt in my mind. And it's basically because of one move. Sumo Headbutt. This special move is so broken, so abusable, so easy to use. It's so powerful for so many reasons. Even when you know how to deal with it, even pros are getting slaughtered by this special move. They can perfect parry it, but they're gonna slip eventually. It's just too fast. So one, it does awesome damage. If you counter hit with this thing, you get a punish counter. It does massive damage and it wears them down. On top of that, if you block this thing, it's -4. Okay, that means you have to punch this thing with a light, and that ain't happening at this range. Look how far Honda is. Okay, now look at Ken's drive meter. Look at the top right of the screen. Every time I do headbutt, he loses an entire bar of drive gauge. So that means if you're not dealing with this thing, that's the light and medium version. If you're not dealing with this headbutt immediately, Honda's gonna burn you out before you know it. So it's really good. Now, players are gonna try to jump away. You'll try to jump through this like last second, you'll get clipped in the air. And it's also an anti-air, like I said. So if I get Ken to jump on me, all 3 headbutts are anti-air specials. So it's invincible to air attacks. So this is good for so many reasons. On top of that, man, you can cancel this into his level 3 for like just massive damage. Anyone can do it. The only downside to Honda, I think, is if you don't like charge characters, but that is a small price to pay. Since this attack is also invincible to air attacks, it's gonna beat things that you wouldn't think beat. Like for example, Blanca's Blanca ball. Okay, let's switch to Blanca, because Blanca's been a terror as well in ranked. If I do headbutt, boom, it just beats it flat out. And yes, you can do the level 3 as well in between, and it will still combo. It's ridiculous. We'll go to Lily. Look, just think about it. Anything that is like airborne. Actually, let me check the OD version. Even the OD version, that's, my goodness. I know you guys know how powerful this move is. I'm overstating my point, but I really gotta go through how ridiculous this headbutt is, how good it is, how all-purpose it is. You know, I can go on forever. It beats dive kick because once again, it's airborne. Now, on top of that, I didn't even discuss the OD version because you're like, oh, we'll just zone them out with fireballs, right? Just zone them out. But no, the OD version has armor. And if you look at it carefully, Honda spins around while he's doing the OD version. The animation is really sick. It's a Psycho Crusher. So he's got armor, but more importantly, Honda has armor on the first frame. Frame 1. So this means he can use it as a reversal. He can use it against safe jumps. The only weakness of the OD version is that it's not throw invincible. So if you have, you know, Honda in the corner, you can throw him and not have to worry about it. But then there's the level 1 super. This thing is fully invincible except for projectiles. And then that's his answer to that. So it's kind of funny how it works together. So I'll show a safe jump example. This is like the perfect safe jump. Boom! Even when it's frame perfect. It's unbelievable. It does it all. Now, like I said, we talked about how perfect parry can stop it if your timing is good, but what about drive impact? This move actually beats drive impact. It's hard to show you in training mode unless you have like Shalai's reaction time. Actually, you know what? If someone has that clip, that's a perfect thing I can show. It's good that he can defend himself. There we go. And then you take like absolute disgusting damage, right? The light headbutt too. You can bully with the light headbutt, right? It's just so hard to guess. And it's to the point where I'm sure you guys have seen this, where Honda, he goes light headbutt into light headbutt. You're losing almost 2 bars of drive meter. And it's beating your jumps, it's beating everything. You're just getting bullied by this move, and sometimes he'll just do OD right after to blow up a poke. So this is Shao Hai playing on the left, and Shao Hai is notorious for godlike reactions. He's known for it. And he's playing against Goichi's Honda. And Goichi's complaining that Shao Hai's reactions are too good, and he reacts to headbutt every time. He's like, how do you stop that? Because these reactions are too good. Maybe headbutt is not good after all. But then Dolgra was with him, and Dolgra's like, I don't know, man. I don't buy it. I don't think he's reacted to it. Why don't you just try pressing heavy punch, right? So Goichi's like, okay. So he presses heavy punch. And then Shao Hai gets exposed and does a random DI. He's not reacting to it at all. It's completely fake. And then so he's like, oh, okay. He's not actually reacting. He's just guessing. So then he's pressing heavy punch, and you can see Shao Hai is just doing DI. Trust me, dude. Like, even against pros, headbutt is insane. I think Shao Hai does like a random uppercut at some point too. I don't know. It's so good. Like, remember, he's not even doing combos, okay? He's not even doing combos. And you see Shao Hai, he's neutral jumping, which means that he's at the point now where he's like, okay, man, you got me. I can't react to this. I'm just gonna neutral jump and pray. But if you fall into the headbutt, you can get blown up too, you know? Like, it doesn't matter. It's so funny. What an awesome clip, dude. That is such a hilarious clip. Okay, so what if the opponent gets crafty and they start neutral jumping like crazy? What can Honda do? So Honda has another move, butt slam. Butt slam is just as insane as Sumo Headbutt, because this thing hits the opponent up in the air on the way up and slams them back down. So you have two special moves that are so cohesive, that work together so well, that this, honestly, just these two moves alone, I'm not even kidding, and I guarantee you will climb rank. You'll even make it to diamond. All you gotta do is keep doing headbutt. If you see him start to jump, you'll do butt slam. Now, if they block this move, you can direct this move, by the way. So I can hold back and make it go shallow, or I can hold forward and I can make it go really far and cross them up. But this thing is +1 on block. That means Honda still has his turn. He still has his advantage, but at least he's not in command throw range, right? Wrong. He is. He is in command throw range. That means every time you block this stupid move that can cross you up and hit you on the way up, you're in the mix. And this is basic Honda stuff. If you're good with Honda and you start learning the drive, oh my god. Then there's the OD version. The OD version is so fast, it's so hard to perfect parry. Once again, another anti-air, because you know, Honda needs more anti-airs. Heavy punch is already probably one of the best anti-airs in the entire game. But no, he also has headbutt and he's got OD butt slam. If the opponent is brave enough to attempt to throw a fireball on Honda and he gets hit by butt slam, does this work? Boom. Crazy deeps. You're convincing me to play Honda? Hey man, for some people, winning is the only thing that matters. He's got combos, he's got pokes, he's got some utility as well. But you don't need any of that to win with him. That's just icing on the cake. And that's why Honda undoubtedly is the #1 easiest character to play and win with. That is a deadly combination, because there's some characters that are easy to play, but they're not easy to win with. All right, pop quiz again. Who's #2? Who's the second in command in Honda's army? Guile. 2 charge characters. You know who has beef with charge characters? My brother. I always say to my brother, I'm always like, but they have to, like, Willie complains, like, why is Sonic Boom so good, you know? And I'm like, he's got to charge. And he's like, like, every move Willie complains about is a charge move, like Urian's knee drop. The #2, in my opinion, easiest character. With Honda, there's no dispute, okay? There's no opinions. But this one might be an opinion. I think the #2 easiest to win with and easiest to play is Marisa. She does massive damage, and like Honda, she doesn't even need combos. But if you want combos, you can. Let's start with Gladius. This move is insane. When you're charging this, look how much damage this move just does, okay? Just look at the damage on this special. There's no meter being used here. So when you charge this move, Marisa has upper body armor. She will eat right through players' buttons and push you towards the corner. Ooh, ooh. But you're like, oh man, this move is so slow and telegraphed. You can just DI it, Vesper. Easy peasy, right? Prepare yourselves. It breaks right through armor as well. That's right. It's an armor attack that breaks armor. Just let that sink in for a second. So you're like, all right, Gladius, it's insane, Vesper. We get it. Is there anything else? Yes, the Superman punch. It's just an uppercut motion. And this is another thing where you can just spam this move all day. It is +2 on block. This means Marisa is still her turn. She can still go in and you can just keep wearing the opponent down with this move. But you're like, oh, at least it doesn't have armor like her Gladius, right? Wrong! This move has armor as well. It's not on frame 1 though, but it starts up pretty fast. And you notice the punish counter knocking the opponent down. But at least this one, you can use DI against it, right? Well, the OD version has armor and it breaks armor. Okay, so the Superman punch, I'm not even gonna like do the pop quiz question anymore. I'm just gonna show you guys, okay? So you can just see it. This move, it goes over fireballs. It goes over fireballs. Look how far it goes over. Capcom. Capcom. This move has armor, breaks armor, and goes through. Oh my god, dude. This move is so insane. Okay, we gotta keep it going. I can stop here, and I'm sure you guys have already convinced. But Marisa also has plenty of armor moves. She has the Scutum, and the OD version is frame 1. She can go into an overhead from it. She's got a command grab from it that does massive damage. Her level 1 super has armor as well. Boom! So much damage. You don't even need combos. But let's just say, you know, the opponent was crazy enough to do a wake up DP on you. Oh, I didn't even show the charging hard punch, man. I have to. But let's say you get 1 DP punish with this character. Look at this damage. Just take a look at this. I didn't even use my whole drive meter. This is her B and B. This is her B and B. This is the 1, 2, 3 ABC combo. She can charge all of her heavy attacks. So she's +3 if she charges this. And she gets conversions if they get hit. If you get counter hit or punish counter, you obviously get a lot more. A lot more. If you're someone who just wants to climb the ranks and get results and you want to play a character that's like super easy to use, super strong, then I think Honda and Marisa are the top 2. I wanted to do a top 3, but really though, I can't stress enough that I don't think there's a third character that is close to the level of Honda and Marisa right now. And like I said, don't feel bad for playing these characters. If you like to see the tears of other players complain, or you're tired of all those Manon players and you want to just go in and go ham, you know, sometimes it's a necessary evil to have. I think 2 bonus characters, but once again, they're not even close to the level of these 2. I think Guile is another character that I think is a good starting point to help you learn the game. Blanca's definitely moving up the rows, but Blanca's got a lot of sauce, dude. I think you got to know a few things with Blanca, but you can get away with stuff. I just feel like Blanca loses the Honda. You know, Blanca, you're gonna have a bad time you go against a Honda with Blanca, I feel, right now. I think Lily, she's probably the easiest character to play in this game besides Honda, but I don't feel like she's as strong. Like, she doesn't do enough damage compared to the others, but she's another good starting point. You're just not gonna get easy wins with her. And I don't think that's gonna change, man. I think this will be like it for a while until another DLC character comes into play. Honda, it says ease of use normal. That is a bold-faced lie. And what does it say for Marisa? That at least says easy. Okay. Jury is hard to use? Yeah. Maybe if your medium punch buttons are broken. Anyways, what were we doing again? Oh yeah, we're playing ranked.